Hi, families. I'm Mr. Wolf. I'm going to be your student's orchestra teacher this year, and this is a short video to show you what to expect in their violin or viola case when they bring it home for the first time. There are multiple styles and brands of cases, and they might all look slightly different, but they should all include the same uh, items inside of them. So as you can see, this one is rectangular. It's got a single strap that you can carry on your shoulder. It's got a handle. Actually, this has two handles with a little Velcro thing like luggage does sometimes. And this one is a little less rectangular. It's skinnier at one end and wider at the other end. It has a handle on top. It has two adjustable straps so students can wear it as a backpack. There might be other styles that your student comes home with. It's okay. They're all the same. When your student brings their case home, they should have already had time with me in school practicing opening it and treating the instrument safely. You notice that there's going to be a name tag. Just double check that your student's name is on the tag and they didn't accidentally bring somebody else's instrument home. So underneath the handle is going to be a flap. This one is Velcro. On this case, it's a clip, but that flap will open and there should be zipper access underneath of that. So I'm going to open the clasp here and undo the zippers. I tell every student, and I'm going to demonstrate this in the video just to be consistent, they should not open the violin or viola case on their lap. I probably could handle that myself because I am tall and an adult, but students with small laps or students who don't have great balance, we just want to prevent accidents. So I am not going to open this on my lap. I'm going to follow my own rules that I tell all the kids, all right? So I'm putting it on the floor just so that I can open it safely. Cases go on floors, not laps. Might be something the students hear from me fairly frequently, okay? Now, once I open it, you're going to see the violin or the viola sitting here. There's going to be a bow attached to the lid, and there are some small pockets with other accessories in them, okay? The viola or the violin itself will have a little Velcro strap over the neck just so that it doesn't fall out so easily. Extra protection. And there might be a cleaning cloth. You can use that to wipe your strings off or wipe off fingerprints or dust. Sometimes the bow, when we start using the bow, that can leave a white powder on the instrument. That is totally normal and supposed to happen. That's from the rosin, which I'll get to in a second. So I like that cleaning cloth just to wipe down the strings when I am done practicing and I put the instrument away. It'll also come with a shoulder rest, and the shoulder rest is to help hold the violin and viola comfortably in place. And then when we put our heavy head on the chin rest, it's got a nice protective barrier. Some shoulder rests will look different. Some might have a different color rubber here. The one I have at home, the vertical part folds flat, so it takes a little bit less space in the storage. Sometimes, instead of a plastic shoulder rest, you might get a foam sponge with some rubber bands. That is totally fine. The students are going to have time learning how to attach those to their instruments in the future. We're not going to use them the first couple of lessons, all right? The bow is held in place. On one end, we'll have a little bit of a pocket or something that doesn't move, and the other end will have something that does move. So I like to turn that 90 degrees so that it's going side to side, and then the bow can come out. We're going to spend a lot of time talking about how to hold the bow and practicing bow grips just with a pencil before we really start playing. So your student might not be using the bow the first couple of weeks of lessons, okay? And then in these accessory pockets, you'll get a little cake of rosin. And rosin is a material that we rub on the bow hair. This one is a light rosin. You might get a dark rosin. It's just a darker color. And it might be a different shape or a different size than this. This is in a little wooden trough, and they come in different sizes and colors and shapes depending on the brand. And I've got other video that I'll send out later in the year about rosining and bowing and those sorts of things. So those are all of the things that you should expect to find in your case. It's really not that much. I would say the most important thing to be aware of is just protecting the instrument, which again, cases go on floors, not laps. Tables are okay, but I like to encourage students not to open the instrument on their lap. The main part I want to talk about before I wrap up this video is this little wooden bit that doesn't have any varnish or stain on it. This, if you don't already play a string instrument or don't know, this is called the bridge. And the bridge is the center of the instrument. It's the most fragile part of the instrument. And they fall off occasionally. If your student's bridge falls off of their instrument, don't try to fix it or don't even stress about it. Just send me a message that the bridge fell off. The student can bring the instrument to school. I will reset it for them. The bridges are not permanently attached. There's no adhesive or anything, and that is purposeful. They're designed to be held in purely with the tension of the strings and the friction of the wood. Okay? Sometimes the tuning pegs will slip. If your student is practicing and the instrument sounds wildly out of tune and we haven't learned about tuning yet, that is okay. We'll get that sorted out in the next few weeks as they're making progress. There's a lot to learn with starting string instruments, and I don't want the student or the family members to feel overwhelmed by all the stuff. So just feel free to reach out to me with questions, and your student will be learning things one at a time, week to week, as we are progressing, okay? All right, thank you very much, and I hope you have a great year.